welcome to my channel, Drea's Sanity. It's your girl Drea. So today I'm going to be doing a toenail enhancement, but before I get into it and all the things that I'm using, I just wanted to say that these are my sister's toes and I would not be doing any stranger's toes without no gloves. I didn't have any gloves and touching my sister's toes is like touching my own toes, so yeah. Anywho, I used some Blue Cross cuticle remover to get those cuticles all softened up. Then I pushed them back with a metal cuticle pusher, and now I'm just taking a sanding bin. I believe it's 180 grit sanding bin, and just removing all the shine and the rest of like the cuticles off of her natural nail. Okay, so now that I'm done removing all of the shine from her natural nails, I'm going to be going in with the acrylic. So these are the things that I'm going to be using. First, I'm using some primer from Mia Secret. I'm going to be mixing this acetone with the Mia Secret Fusion UV LED gel, not gel, monomer. And I do that because it's really runny without it. And this is the Mia Secret pink acrylic powder, clear pink acrylic powder that I'm going to be using. So I didn't show you how I put this form on because I was struggling at first to put this form on her toe, because this is like literally only the second time I've used forms to do any acrylic application, period. So I had recently found out that you're not supposed to use actual tips for toenails, that it's not healthy for the toenails. So I was like, okay, so how else am I going to do my sister's toes, because she's like really the only person I do her toes now, besides my own. But I've never done acrylic to my toes, so she's the only person that I do her toes. So I was like, I gotta figure it out for my sis. This is my twin sister, by the way. So I decided forms is the best way to go. So this is my first time doing it. I really didn't have any issues after putting the first form on. The other ones were pretty simple. I did them one at a time, so you're gonna see in the next one. But basically, I did the toe application. I did the acrylic application, and then after doing the acrylic application, I cured the toe individually, because this monomer and acrylic you have to cure it for it to dry completely. And I didn't want to like move on to the next toe and possibly have the acrylic shift in any way after working so hard to get it the way I wanted to get it. So you're gonna see that after this toe, you're gonna see me cure it, and I'm gonna be doing that for every single toenail, one at a time. So even though it clearly takes a little bit longer, it's worth it because they dry really fast like that. And this is the monomer that I have to use, so yeah. So right now I'm just finishing up this toe. I'm not really using any specific bead method, because like I said, this is the first time I'm using these forms, so I'm just trying to work with what I have, trying to make sure that the nails don't come out too bulky as well, because in previous times where I was like just learning how to do her toes, some of them came out a little bulky, and when you wear sneakers with acrylic toes that are bulky, it can be a little uncomfortable. So I was just trying to make sure that they came out as flat but as sturdy as possible. So that's what I'm basically doing right now, just trying to get the hang of the form. Yeah, but all in all, I think it came out pretty well as far as my first time using forms on toes. So yeah, I'm gonna let you watch now. So this is me just curing the toe. Like I said, I'm going to be curing them each individually. And now you get to see how I applied the actual dual form. It really wasn't that hard. Since I was doing them one at a time, I was actually able to reuse the dual form for a couple of toes before it got like all messed up or whatever. So you're going to be seeing me use like take it off and then putting it on the next toe. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Just save the dual form since I'm doing one at a time anyway. I did wind up using a decent amount of dual forms anyway. Okay, I don't think I mentioned which brush I was using, and I didn't show it either. This is Sugar and Cream's Cankalon brush in the number 10, I believe. Yeah, the brush is pretty good. I like it for what it's what it's supposed to be used for. So at one point I was struggling trying not to make the toenails too long because I didn't want to have an issue with filing them afterwards. So you're gonna see me take a tweezer, and like it's like one of those really sharp edge tweezers, and just cutting down some of the length of the toenail so that way I don't have to do too much filing afterwards. And it worked really well and saved me a lot of time. So yeah, there you go. There it is. Just took down some of that length. Yeah. So I'm just going to be repeating the steps for all of the nails, and then I'll get right into the gel polish application after I do all the filing and so on and so forth. So now that I'm done with the acrylic application, I'm just going in with a hand file and straightening up that shape, just perfecting the shape. When you're shaping with a hand file, you want to make sure you're holding the nail or the toenail pretty sturdy, so that way it's not like shifting too much, because that can be uncomfortable for the client. So make sure you're just holding the nail while you're filing. And yeah, so I actually switched over to a different hand file because this one just wasn't getting the job done. And I just wanted to make sure I got down like the bulk of the nail as much as possible with the I'm sorry, like the length of the nail as much as possible without, struggling too much. So after I'm done taking down some of the length and correcting the shape with the hand file, I'm going in with my e-file to get all those cuticles nice and sealed. I'm not sure what type of drill bit this is. I will leave the link below to where I purchased them. I do believe it was a set that I purchased from Amazon, and I've been sleeping on this drill bit. It's a safety drill bit, and it's like, you can see it's kind of thin, but it gets the job done. It takes down bulk easily, and it also got into like those crevices without me like cutting or nipping her. So I really like enjoyed using this e-file drill bit this time around. I feel like it was like the first time me discovering it. If you watch my channel, you know that I don't do acrylic often, so I do have like everything necessary to do them. I just don't do it. So yeah, this drill bit was really useful. As you can see, it's getting right in there to make sure that I seal the acrylic and the cuticles are nice and, you know, flushed. So I'm really focusing on the cuticles and getting some of the bulk down that is like right at the tip of the nail, at the free edge, because I noticed that like they were kind of bulky, and again, like, you don't want that because you don't want your client to be wearing sneakers or boots or something like that, and then it starts to become uncomfortable for them. So I'm really focusing on those two areas, just making sure the nail is smooth. You can't really see me do it in the video, but I am looking to the side and to the other side and making sure there's no like odd lumps or bumps from the acrylic application. So after I'm done with my e-file, I just go and look at all of the toes and make sure, you know, they're all even and everything like that, and that I like the way they look. And now I'm just dusting off the toes, making sure they all look good. And then I'm gonna go in with my buffer just to make sure that the nails are nice and smooth and ready for painting. So this is a very important step, because if you skip this step, your nails will look scratchy when you paint them, okay? So if you're wondering why your nails are scratchy and the paint is not really going on that smooth, that is why, because you're not buffing well enough, or you're not buffing at all. So after I'm done buffing each nail, I run my finger over the nail to make sure it's nice and smooth and I didn't miss any areas. Very important step, do not skip this. Okay, so we're finally at the fun part. So we're gonna start painting. So I'm going in with Beetle's gel base coat. This is like your foundation. You want to do a nice thin layer of this and then cure for 60 seconds. Okay, so once I'm done with the base coat, I'm going in with this really bright like candy red. It's so pretty. I'm going in with this. I forgot what number it is. I'll link it below though. And yes, so it's so pretty. I covered the toes completely in this color, and I'm gonna be doing 2 coats of this color. So after we're done applying the second coat of that beautiful candy red, I'm going to be going in with Beetle's gel polish in the color white. Again, I will link all the polishes that I use below, and I'm going to be using this and my liner brush, my very small thin liner brush, to be doing the candy cane designs. When you're doing this design, try not to think about it too much, because this is like I guess it's not as complicated as I wanted it to make it at first. So I actually did the first toe really well, really quickly, but then the second toe, I was just struggling. My sister was not with it, so I just kept doing it until I got it right. But yeah, you don't really have to overthink it. It's gonna be cute as long as you get the lines nice and even, nice and straight, and whatever helps. I wasn't like looking at a picture of a candy cane, because like all candy canes are different. So if that might help you if you look at a candy cane if you try to do this design. But yeah, I didn't look at a candy cane, so but it came out super cute. Also, I really like this Beetle's gel white polish, because it's super pigmented. Like when you're doing these designs, especially like with white and black lines, sometimes you don't want to have to go over it more than one time, because it's already super tedious to do like line work. So I found that this gel polish is super pigmented, so you only have to like do it one time. So that's really helpful. You see how white and bright it is? Yes, that's really helpful. So I definitely would suggest getting a really good gel white polish and just keeping that in your stash. Like I do really love the Beetle's gel polish in white. So after we're done with our handy dandy line work, I'm gonna go right in and cure the nail, because I don't want to like bump into it or mess it up, because we're not doing it over, okay? So yeah, just make sure you cure that. It's, no harm, no foul, taking your time to cure a nail and then moving on to the next one after. So after we're done with this after we're done with the line work for the candy cane design, I'm going to be going in with a silver glitter polish that I just used to add some details to the line work. I didn't get the number of that one either, but I know that it's from Beetle's polish and the Bear collection. I really love that collection. I use it all the time. So I didn't get to show the bottle, but that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just adding the glitter just so it can have a little bit of pop. So y'all, my sister was giving me a super hard time with letting me do another design on another toe, because I was just like, this looks too blank. Like, I know that the big toe is a giant candy cane, but it's too like blank for me. So me and her went back and forth like for a hot minute, and she finally let me do this star. And then after I do the star, I add some like little dots to it, and she didn't like that either. So I can't tell you how many times I done wiped the toe. And then after I did the dots and wiped it and did just the star again, she was just like, well, now it looks too plain. So point being, like, you are the artist, okay? If you know it's gonna look fire, it's gonna look fire, okay? Because I ended up doing what I wanted to do anyway, but it just took 5 tries because for some reason she thought her opinion was valid. Anywho, we got it done and it looks super cute. Okay, so we're done with the designs, and now I'm going in with Model 1's top coat. I love this top coat. It's super shiny and it keeps your nails intact for a while. especially when you do white colors. I feel like it really does help with maintaining the white of the polish. So after you're done polishing all the toes, you're just gonna cure for 60 seconds and voila. So we're here at the end of the video. Here is some cute videos of my sister's toes and how they came out. I thought they came out really, really, really cute. I'm so obsessed with them. So I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe if you mess with the vibes. And thanks for watching.